What's going on, YouTube? It's your girl Monique Nicole, and I am back with another video. Before we get started, honey, if you are new to my channel, please make sure you are subscribed. Go ahead and click the subscribe button down below. While you're there, go ahead and click the thumbs up button to like this video. It's an easy and free way to help support your girl. Okay, we're trying to grow in these YouTube streets, so I need all the support that I can get. Okay. Let's see who's in the building. We got Inga. What's up? What's up? We got Joshua. We got Tiff. Let's see, relax and chill TV. Okay, yes, some chocolate tonight. Although I look a mess, so need to look mom, but
You look great.
Like crap. My lashes are gone. I'm taking a break from doing my lashes, trying to save some money. So, I look crazy. Anyway,
LSW.
William Lawrence, the building. Okay, yay! You guys are here. I was worried for a second. So y'all know the deal. We are discussing. We're doing our reality TV talk. So we're going to be talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville and Potomac. We're going to start off with Love and Marriage Huntsville reunion part 3. What were your overall thoughts of the reunion, Nita?
I thought it was entertaining.
Mm-hmm.
I did. I was interested in the conversations. This one was just a little flat for me as far as, with the Tiffany and Lewis thing and all that stuff. I thought they really should have got them out the way like earlier. Yeah, because it kind of like fizzled a little bit once we started getting to this segment and stuff like that. But I thought it was good. I thought it was a decent watch.
Mm-hmm.
Where's my Oscar? Where's the Oscar, y'all?
Uh-oh.
I don't have no Oscar. We had this Gatorade.
People, how we lose people? Y'all better come back in this chat. Where y'all at? Anyway, some people fell off.
Oh, that's okay. And we already talked about that. Yes. For Carlos King.
It was dramatic.
And I think we had three segments where it was Kimmy, it was Martell.
But those were genuine tears, though.
Even with the Martell thing, I know with the Kimmy thing.
I think that was very yes. I think that was very genuine.
Oh, okay. I mean, it could be.
Ain't nobody crying like that. I mean, to me that was very genuine. I think he does care about his cast. I think he really does care about them. And he sees something, and he probably knows more than what we know. And from what I heard from Color Me Pink, because she has direct connections, she said something happened backstage with Martell, and he acted out. So I think that also triggered Carlos's emotions with Martell and his behavior, because he also made sure to mention, how Martell has these like bursts of anger and different things like I think it was definitely genuine tears. Was it dramatic? Yes. Dramatic, yes. But I think it was genuine. I think he actually cares about the cast, and they have a relationship, like a real relationship, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I can understand. I just felt like, I don't know. It just felt weird. The only reason why I'm saying that is because I was talking to Inga in my DMs, and I was just saying, like, last year at the reunion, he was kind of like saying coleslaw was the whole meal, and he don't think she's a side chick, and then all of a sudden we're kind of like here with this.
That's how Martell was acting. Martell was acting like she was the whole meal. If you gonna leave your family for something, they must be more than just a side. I think that's where he was coming from. But
okay, I don't know, because it's just like, well, I mean, I feel like, I don't know, the way Martell acts with Melody and how he called her pathetic in this one. He called it was just like, don't, like, I don't know. I just don't like the champion behind that whole mistreatment, and then trying to say you miss your family. Yeah, he messed up. So what you want? I mean, he's already said it. I didn't understand the whole push and the display that he
Mhm.
was going for with that whole thing. It felt weird. I don't know.
Maybe he wants Martell to be more transparent, and instead of acting out and saying stuff and acting a fool, just be forthcoming and just be like, I miss my damn family. I messed up. You know what I mean? I don't know.
Anger hit it on it. That's what I was trying to say.
Why does Carlos keep trying to promote Martell and Melody to be together when it was a toxic relationship?
Right.
Y'all think that's what he's doing?
I mean, I don't see the purpose other than that. I mean,
I
I
mean,
don't
they're
know.
on his show. They got to talk about their relationship and what it was. They got to talk about.
Yeah. And then she tried to come back and be cordial with him and do the whole Destin trip and all that stuff. And,
Mm-hmm.
you know, just for it to come back and bite her in the butt. So.
Bite her in the butt, because now he's trying to file for full custody, which I think he was a fool to do. I mean, a fool to do that one. But good luck to you. We'll see how the judge feels.
I thought he was just trying to get a paycheck because, Mel got the income coming in.
Anyway, we
I
done
feel
got
like
it
he uses
started.
kids as pawns. It's so sad.
We done got it started before we got it started. So let's get into it, y'all, because time is a ticking and we got some stuff to get into. So
That's a
the
lot.
episode picks up with Destiny's segment, which was exhausting. Carlos asks her, will her current boyfriend be on the show next season? And she is like, if she were to be asked back, would he be on? And she was like, yeah. I was like, okay, girl, you seem real confident. So he asked her, he was like, why wasn't he here tonight with you? And she said, unforeseen circumstances kept him from coming to the reunion. I'm just like, okay, girl, maybe,
Right.
maybe, maybe.
Right.
She claims she's an open book and that, she'll reveal whatever she can. But I'm just like, it's always a secret with her. Now, I know she couldn't reveal too much with her ex because they had some type of legal document, something that was going on.
Right.
But Destiny, just even besides that, she still comes off like she's very, very guarded,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Yeah. She definitely can go. I mean, the
She doesn't
only thing
bring much.
that whole the wedge between her and Melody and Martell, like, that is so icky. It's like messy. So it's just like, and then she doesn't want to add to the storyline. You got to pull things out of her. She don't want to communicate. She shuts down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? It's just like,
Right.
nothing.
Ooh, 1 second, y'all.
And even at the Madani thing, girl, this was your business, and then you sitting up there with the sourpuss face. So it's just like, oh god.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it feels like every time I don't know. I feel like she just squandered that opportunity because I don't think she's coming back. I don't think I heard.
I mean, Carlos said the producers think she's difficult.
Yeah, that's what I say. I don't think she's coming back. I don't think she's coming back.
If she does, it'll be a really less of a role.
Right, and out of the
Less of a
credits.
presence, yeah.
She needs to be out of the credits.
So next we have Melody versus Destiny. So Carlos asks, why do they no longer get along or speak? Destiny says it stems from last year's reunion when Mel says that she heard Destiny and Tisha talking about her. Destiny asked Mel to repeat what she heard, but Mel would not.
And this
And
is that whole thing about accountability. When we ask you a question to get to some answers, she's on mute. I don't have to clarify myself. I don't
like that.
nothing. Like nothing.
Y'all know how I feel. I wish she would let somebody know what the hell was said, because why is it this big, big, big secret? Because if it was so bad, wouldn't you want people to know what was said since it was just so bad? I
Right.
feel like it wasn't that deep. I feel like it wasn't that deep. What they
Right.
talked about, what they said, I feel like it was not that serious. And Mel took it to heart, and she don't want to tell people because she knows that she tells people, that'll give room for people to kind of disagree with her or challenge her on her thoughts and opinions
Hmm.
surrounding that situation. That's what
Right.
I think.
Right.
Um, yeah.
And I
So,
think Stormy said it perfectly. She was saying that, if we did have like history in a relationship like that, I would try to work it out. And
yep.
that is what Melody has no interest in doing that. So,
She never does. That's the issue. She never wants to work it out. She never wants to try to communicate with people or try to like work
yeah.
things out. I just, yeah,
Yeah, I have a problem with people just throwing people away. Like it's just
it's not good. It's just not. It's not
like
good.
I wouldn't want it done to me, and so I wouldn't do it to someone else. So
Exactly.
that's
Just
kind of
let
like
me
where I'm
know, just let me know what I did wrong because I could probably fix it, or we could probably work it out, or talk it.
at. Right,
Anyway,
right.
to each their own. So Tisha kind of says under her breath that someone needed a storyline. And then I think Carlos heard her. At some point, she said to Mel, I once had love for you, but you're, oh, I remember now, but I don't know if I want to get into it. But long story short, she says, I once had love for you, but you're the devil in sheep's clothing. Mel was like, you should be happy the dark soul is out of your life then. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
And that is exactly how she just. That's how she rolls. That's just how she rolls. And so
Yeah.
all you can do is do like this. And I didn't appreciate Tisha. That's another thing because she did that on another reunion. How she jumps in. This wasn't
Jump
even her moment. It wasn't even her moment. It wasn't even about you.
yeah.
It wasn't nothing. And I'm just like, girl, stop. Because now it looks like it's you're picking on her. Like, and now you're calling her names and saying she has a dark soul and a devil in the sheep. Girl, I say it's the wolf in the sheep's clothing. But I say all that to say, I think she could have just left that alone because it makes her look. I don't know. I don't know. I
Yeah.
think
You could
I
have
think she
stayed
left.
out of that one.
Carlos was like, "Wow."
Like, wow.
Did he ask
So
what? Oh no.
He asked Destiny, does she think that Mel has a dark soul? And
Oh
she
yeah.
said she thinks that she does things that are dark. Carlo asked for an example, and Destiny says, well, when Mel went on national television and said that she paid her $6,000 for her bills. Now I watched that Carlos After Dark, whatever that stuff was,
Yeah.
and my jaw dropped. I do feel like, Mel, you should not have put that on blast. That was not
Right.
necessary.
Yeah. I thought
Um,
that was a little low blow.
that was a low blow. But I don't remember what Mel's rebuttal was. I don't have it in my notes, so I don't even remember what her rebuttal.
She was talking about semantics. She said, I didn't say it was for your light bill. So you see how she deflected the whole, that is very subtle. You could miss it. You could miss it how she does the deflection. And then she's like, it was not about an electric bill. And she said, well, that's how you framed it. Because first you said you saw a disconnection notice on my door about a
Um,
bill or something, and then you insinuated you gave me like $6,000. So and that's the deflection that she does. So you have to watch it. You got to be real
it's like Jedi mind trick,
real slippery in that one.
a Jedi mind trick over here.
Yes, I don't know, but she said Melody doesn't have any friends on this show, female friends or any friends.
No, she don't have any friends on
I
the show.
don't think that she values people like that. Like, if you could just discard them like that, I understand everything about protecting your peace and all of that stuff or whatever. But it's just like she just discards you just like that. Just like,
And that's not good. You're a grown ass woman and you have crappy conflict resolution skills. That's not good. y'all. I'm not saying accept abuse. Now, if someone is not right for you,
Exactly.
toxic, of course, end their friendship. But damn, girl, you are the common denominator. Like, come on.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not everybody. It can't be everybody all the time.
Right.
So
I like how Stormy kind of dodged that question though about
yeah,
she was just like, no, we're fine. And I was like, that's the safe thing to say. But I don't think her and Stormy are fine.
not
right
anymore, apparently. And I don't even know what that is about. That's why I haven't talked about it too
now.
much.
Right.
I don't really know the details.
Right.
Stormy's mom is involved somehow, and I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
So, this question. Now, I thought about you when this part came up. I thought about Nita because Nita has been campaigning and has been saying this from day one. Y'all wait for it now. So Carlos then asked Mel if she felt Destiny was too chummy with Martell. And this is something that Nita has been saying since day one.
That is it.
Mel said it was strange to her that they would be on the phone together chatting, and then Destiny would be like, "Oh, your husband's calling me, girl." Da 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 da. And I guess when that would happen, it sounds like Destiny would hang up with Mel and then talk to Martell. That's what it sounded like.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if that was happening, that is a little weird, but I feel like to me, Destiny was in a rough place because it was just like she's kind of in the middle because technically Martell was her friend first. That's how she knows you, Mel.
Right.
Now, of course, with women, it's easy for us to bond.
Right.
Woman to woman, it's easy for us to bond, especially if we're both going to heartbreak. So y'all bonded.
Right.
But that doesn't mean, to me, that doesn't mean that she now, because y'all bond, that she has to now cut off Martell because that was her friend. So to me, I felt like Destiny was stuck between a rock and a hard place. Like it was a lose-lose situation.
Right.
No matter how much she was there for Mel, it didn't matter because she was still cool with Martell. And
Right.
to me, that wasn't necessarily fair just because of the setup and how everything came into play. I think it was a tough situation to be in.
It was, and it was unfortunate. But I mean, at the same time, it always felt like she wanted Destiny or everybody to choose a side.
Yeah.
And I think that's how the dynamics of the group just kind of got messed up. It just like just blew up, and it just wasn't good. But yeah, I was saying that because I was like, I felt like that was a thing all along. I think I wanted to say she did voice it, but for some reason, Destiny wasn't hearing it, and then she started making it about something else, and then she started, just it was a whole lot of stuff. So, but I always thought it was that, always.
Yeah, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. That way you will get notified whenever I drop new content. Okay, so hit the like button and make sure you hit the notification bell. Okay. So let's get back into it. So Mel says they're going back and forth. And Mel says something like, "Oh, they would talk on the phone at 1:00 in the morning, 5:00 in the morning, something like that." So Destiny says, "Oh, when you hacked into his phone?" Mel denied it immediately and said, "No, I didn't hack into his phone, but he hacked into mine." So she gives a story about how she thinks that he hacked into her phone or whatever. Martell jumps in and says, "This is ridiculous. You're pathetic." All that stuff.
Can I say something?
Yes, please.
Shout out to Rodney the Voice. Can I say something? I found it a little odd that Mel knew what time Destiny called Martell's phone. Pray tell, how do you know that?
Right. Unless Destiny told her.
No, I don't think. I mean, it felt like didn't nobody know. Martell ain't know. She ain't know. Like everybody was like, "What?" So
Ain't nobody knew.
I'm trying to figure out what's going on. Now, how do you know what kind of phone calls he's getting, and y'all been divorced?
That's
I'm
a
just
good
saying.
question.
That's a good question. When you start talking about phones getting hacked, and then also too, why is his calls going to Mel's phone?
That seemed weird.
I don't know. Something ain't right. Something in the buttermilk ain't clean.
Something was a little fishy. Do you think it's possible that she did hack into Martell's phone?
I think. I don't think they should be on. I don't think they on the same plan. But you know how you get somebody phone records or something, or I don't. They shouldn't be on the same plan. That should have been dissolved, right? Because I know I could see.
So
Yeah, I can see things but I don't think that. I don't know. I don't
know.
She said the whole situation is dumb. It was because everybody's still confused.
Everybody was confused. Everybody confused, child. Okay. So now we get into the Mel and Martell segment. Lord Jesus. So Carlos asked Martell, why did he file for full custody of the kids? And he said he doesn't want a man watching his children. The man he's referring to is Martell's brother. Now Carlos asked him, does it have anything to do with him being gay? And Martell says no. What do we think about that? Any thoughts?
I hear a little phobia in there. I've always noticed it. I've always noticed that he just doesn't want his kids around him. And I mean, I don't know why, but I mean, I have a little phobia in there. I'm gonna choose my words carefully because I went crazy last night, and I would like to apologize to y'all and Mo for showing my entire ass. So sorry.
Oh, Lord Jesus. And then he also said that he doesn't want 20 different people watching his kids. So I'm just curious to know, because Mel swears it's the same people that watch the children. And so I wonder where he got this 20 different people.
I think 20 is just his number. Remember Marcel had 20 girlfriends? 20 is a number that he just pulls out the sky. That's what I think.
It might be, girl. It might be, because where did he get this number from?
Right. Like I said, I thought he was trying to get a check, child. I thought he was trying to get a bag.
And then he said something like, oh, his problem is, like as if Mel doesn't really know her brother because she only met him when she was a teenager. Mel is almost 40. So if that's the case, who cares? When she was a teenager, that was years and years ago.
Right.
So what does that have to do with this? Like, what does that have to do with anything? No. So it's not really making sense. It's not making sense at all.
That's why I'm leaning towards what I'm saying.
Yeah. Now, when it comes to this kid thing, I'm going to lean more towards Mel's side, even though she has her ways, but I'm going to lean towards her side. Oh, yeah. And I hate that they came to this spot. Like, we saw so much progress in the Destin trip. I was really, really hopeful. Right. I was really hopeful. It was really nice to see them like coexist, and it's just so unfortunate. I really hate it, because even though this is a reality TV show, this is still a real family. These are real children involved. Like, this is real life. So I hate seeing stuff like this play out.
So she read him for filth, even down to them ugly shoes. I said, not the shoes, Jesus.
Them dusty shoes or whatever she said. Let me see. Oh my God. She does travel a lot. I will say that. She travels a lot from what we see on her Instagram. Yep. So maybe she has different babysitters while she's traveling. This is true. There may be some truth to what he's saying. because she's the one that's more so on the go and doing this and doing that and booking this and booking that. And so maybe for him, that's a little bit too much. Maybe for the kids to be hopping and skipping from place to place, house to house, maybe whenever they're with her. Um, I could understand that to an extent. Um, and I think Martell even said one time she was out of town and didn't tell him that he was going out of town. And I can understand where he would want to be informed about that. Because if my kids are with you, I'm thinking they're under your care, but then I have to find out later down the road that they actually weren't under your care. You were out of town and someone else was watching them. See, stuff like that, I do feel like Mel has to compromise a little bit and actually inform Martell, because if the roles were reversed, she wouldn't like it if he was doing that. I can guarantee you she would not like it if Martell was doing that. So
Okay. I mean,
that
that's fair.
I'll say that.
I don't feel like that. I'm leaning more towards these my kids on my 2 weeks, and those your kids when you go 2 weeks.
Okay.
Like you don't get to control that aspect anymore. So
Okay.
that's what I'm talking about. So, I don't know. I just think if they had a better relationship, that would fly. But
Yeah.
because you just you can't give Martell anything. You just can't, because he doesn't respect boundaries, and he doesn't,
Give him an inch, he'll take a mile.
right.
So
Yeah,
what
she got to work. She got to work harder. I'm sorry. Well, he
She
broke up the home. I mean, she was working when they all were together. She was a very hard worker. Because I heard the people at the company was saying, "Do you think Martell can handle it?" If I was just like, "Ooh." So I mean, it told us a lot that when that whole transaction was going down. Yeah.
Here we get to the emotional stuff that we already touched on.
Right.
So, recap of the Destin trip, the whole little montage played on the screen. So, Carlos asked Martell, how does he feel when he sees that? And so, Martell looks like he's getting emotional, like he's about to cry. He's like basically holding back tears. Carlos then gets emotional and says that he feels like Martell is troubled inside and he's worried about him. And I think you're still in love with Mel and you miss your family, but you don't want to admit it out loud. And Mel gets emotional too. And
yeah, she was.
That's how I know it was a real moment as well, because Mel gets emotional. She don't be getting emotional for nobody, but she got emotional. Uh-oh, I hear an echo.
Do you?
Uh-oh. Yeah.
No.
Huh?
Put on mute.
I don't know. Why do I hear an echo? No, because I want to hear what you have to say too. I don't know. It's not there. Well, see, now that you unmuted yourself, it's there. I don't know. But I could tell it was a real moment, not just because Carlos, because I felt like Carlos, that to me, those were real tears in my opinion. But Mel also got emotional, and like I said, apparently something happened behind the scenes that same day during taping. So I don't know, but nonetheless, everybody getting emotional. All this stuff is happening. And then I guess Martell just then admits that he does miss his family. He misses the children coming home to the same, household, basically coming home to both of them. He misses the marriage, says they basically had a perfect marriage. They always had each other's back and the good times that they had and, all that stuff. So he definitely misses his marriage. What did you think about that little segment? I know we already touched on it, but I don't hear you. No. That's weird, but you're unmuted. I don't know.
Change the mic.
Oh, wait.
About now?
Yeah.
Okay, better. Okay. Sorry, y'all. I don't know what's going on with the microphone and all that stuff. I did touch it though, so I don't know if I messed up something. But what I thought about that, dang, what was the question? Darn.
What did you think about that segment? The Martell segment, the crying, Mel getting emotional, him admitting that he misses his family, he misses his marriage.
Oh yeah, I said some people gotta learn the hard way.
Mm.
Sometimes it's nothing you could tell people, it's nothing, and he's gonna have to live with that regret. He's gonna have to live with that. And so I'm sad for him. I'm sad for, most of all, for the kids.
Yeah.
Children are who my heart bleeds for, because this was very public. This was a it was bad. It was bad. And it's documented. So
Documented.
I just feel terrible for those kids. So
Yeah, I feel bad for the kids because they're
I
gonna get
feel
older
bad
and they're
for
gonna see all this stuff on display. And ooh, child.
them. I feel no ways. I feel no ways about Martell. It's unfortunate, sir.
Y'all are so funny.
It's unfortunate, sir.
Inga says she don't think Martell is that bright.
Oh no, he's not the sharpest knife in the drawer. Carlos was doing the most.
It was dramatic, but I feel like it was authentic but dramatic at the same time. Yeah, the kids for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're almost done, really. So what happened
Tiff
next?
and Lou.
Yep, Tiffany and Lewis come on stage, child. They're still very defensive. Sorry, they were just so defensive about that damn couples retreat and how Dr. Francis was picking on them. And I mean, shit, maybe he was. He is tough. So maybe he was picking on them a little bit.
Yeah. The
Um,
thing is, I think if it, to them, this is their first encounter with him, and it felt like he had already had a preconceived notion about them because he watches the show. So he's seen y'all interactions,
okay.
he's seen the conversations, he saw the show. And
Okay.
so they got so defensive because if she was like, there were no questions, there were no, it was just, he was just right out the gate. And I was like, yeah, I mean, he was a little rough on them.
He was a little rough. But they were also, to me, very defensive
Exactly.
at the same time.
He said he
So
told the truth and they couldn't handle it. Yeah,
mm.
pretty much.
Inga, I can't deal with you. Every 5 minutes, all you see people passing dishes back and forth to Carlos. Shit, and Martell, but Martell is so macho man and toxic masculinity. He don't want to admit to be crying. So he's like, I don't need that. I don't need that, girl. I don't need that. Nigga, yes, you are. You tearing up. You trying to fight back tears.
Right.
Yourself with your tight shirts. Yes, you are. Shit. Men can cry.
Woo. What I will say, that body card does not decline. When they played that Destin Trip,
Oh yeah.
child, I was looking at him. I said,
Yada yada
okay.
yada 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 yada. Hey, hey, hey. Body curve way.
I was like, come on, Martell, with the pecs and the abs. You better do it, boy. You look good. That body is sitting.
The pecs.
Yes, pectorals.
Yeah, anybody, shit, I need to get my ass in the gym because woo,
Girl, you and me both.
I need to get my ass in the gym. Okay. God dang. But yeah, so
I still couldn't get over his little ugly shoes though. I'm
the
just
shoes with no socks. How do you wear the? I mean,
maybe in the little footies. Maybe the little
maybe
footies.
he had. Maybe throw him a little bone. Maybe he did. So Tiffany announced that she's 4 months pregnant, with a boy. His name is gonna be Ace. I think she's in her 30s. I think she's in her upper 30s. So
Right.
God bless her. It's never too late if that's what you want to do. I know I couldn't go back. Like if I already have like two kids of a certain age, I'm not going back to diapers and pacifiers.
Right. I get you.
I know I wouldn't.
Mm-mm. Not at all.
I don't know if I want kids, child. Maybe one. I might be one and done. One and done.
All the men have cheated. Yes, I do believe so.
Oh wait, hold up. What we got? I think all the men have cheated at some point or another. Martell was just stupid the way he handled the situation. Yeah, I wouldn't put it past.
But I wouldn't put it past them because it feels like it's a code. It's like
Yeah,
some kind of like a unwritten rule book that they play by. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's like, mm-mm. Yeah,
yeah. It's true.
I agree with you.
It's true. It's true. It's true. So Kimmy talks. We're at the end, you guys. Kimmy talks about her breast cancer. Says that she contemplated not coming back on the show, but she thanks the show for keeping her going, and the fans have been supportive and all that stuff. And she's really changing lives and whatnot. Carlos opens up and gets emotional. I felt really bad for him because that really sucks to lose a parent, and then to know that your parent was being negligent with their own health and wasn't going to the doctor and wasn't kept it a secret for a certain amount of time. Like that was very selfish. So I feel very selfish, and that's your parent. So I felt really bad. His mom. Death is a terrible thing. So I feel bad for him, but I'm glad Kimmy is transparent and talks about her journey, because I definitely think she's inspiring people. Like she's inspiring me to make sure I check myself out
Gotta
and
get
go
the
to the
girls.
doctor. So she's definitely inspiring people. Um, and I think that was really it, you guys.
Yeah. Yeah, it hurt seeing Kimmy's segment again, but
Yeah.
hopefully it left her feeling empowered in a way, in some kind of way.
Hmm.
Just because it was documented so beautifully, so authentically. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully it's one of those things that you're gonna look back and be proud of how you handle yourself and how you
Hmm.
push through and stuff like that. So I hope that could, like I said, but it hurt for me, but I hope it for her it can become like a part
Yeah.
of something, that's like forever cherished.
Yes. Yeah, someone said
Still working?
Kimmy's still working part time. She might be. I can believe that.
Yeah, I wonder, like when you're going through chemo, you can, I guess you can take leave. I mean, if you're sick,
Yeah,
but no,
because
I think
chemo can make you really sick
right.
and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I think she did chemo and radiation, so I don't know.
Oof.
It's a lot. That's a lot.
And when she said she had 29 and she got 21, uh, and then she got 20 weeks of radiation, and then she got to have surgery. I was like, oh,
It's a lot.
oh God.
It goes through a lot. Like
Yeah, I remember when Color Me Pink went through that.
yeah. Well, my dad had prostate cancer. He had to do radiation, a
Oh,
lot of radiation. He didn't have to do chemo, but he had to do radiation.
okay.
Even that radiation drains you as well. So,
Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
cancer sucks.
Yes,
Um,
it does. Yes, it does.
so
Praying for you, Kimmy.
let's move on, honey. We're
Okay.
moving on to the Potomac ladies,
Okay.
because things got crack a lacking, 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 lacking. Oh, what would y'all rate the reunion part 3? I'm gonna give it. Damn,
7.5.
that's what I was thinking. I swear, I had 7.5 in my head. I was like 7.5 or 8, 7.5 or 8.
Right.
7.5, because it was still entertaining. I
Right.
wasn't bored when I watched it.
Right.
But y'all let me know. Put in the comment in the chat. What do y'all
Greta said 6.
not 6.
But overall for the reunion, I give it an 8.5. Just
Okay, for all three parts. Yes.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah. But like I said, it was they touched on a lot. I mean,
It did a lot. It was a lot. It was not
30
boring.
episodes. 30 episodes, y'all. That's a lot. And we're done with Love and Marriage Huntsville.
Love and Marriage Huntsville. That's it. It's a wrap.
Okay.
Until next season. And they gotta shake it up because it's starting to get a little
Still.
stale. They're gonna have to switch it on up next season and give it to us. All right. Lord. Oh, this be hard doing these recaps. I'm not gonna hold y'all.
Oh yes, Love and Marriage DC.
Y'all, but this is
See, if I was a socialite like Monique is, I would have been at the premiere because I'm in DC. They had the premiere. I saw pictures.
they opened it up for the public to attend.
I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I was like, if I was a socialite like you, I might get an
Oh
invitation.
girl, bye. I am not a socialite. I wish I can't get into nothing special. I
Yes,
wish
you got into whatchamacallit's funeral, didn't you?
that was open to the public.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
for takeoff.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm looking forward. I'm actually looking forward to Love and Marriage DC. I will miss Monique a little bit, just because I'm used to seeing her on TV. But I think the cast can carry it on without her. And they're gonna add some new blood too. So I think, you never know. We might have a good season on our hands. So
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to it.
Like I said, Ashley, she brings it. She's like reality TV gold.
Gold.
She will get the party started. So I think I have high hopes. I'm not gonna discount them just yet.
Yeah.
Not just yet.
You guys make sure you like the video if you have not already. Replay crew. Make sure y'all like this video, okay? Please help support your girl. And while you're at it, go ahead and click the notification bell. That way you will get notified whenever I drop new content, okay? Okay. So let's go on to Potomac.
Okay. These messy heifers.
Huh?
I said these messy heifers.
Messy heifers.
Talk about these messy heifers.
Oh Lord, child. Okay, I'm looking at my notes like, oh Lord. Okay, so the episode picks up with Karen and Charisse going at it. I mean, we're talking about yelling, cursing, slamming on the table, all the theatrics. So they finally calm down, finally. And Karen lets them know that she questioned if Charisse was genuine when she attended her mom's funeral uninvited. They hadn't been that close, so Charisse came to the funeral, and it kind of rubbed Karen and her family the wrong way. Charisse ended up bringing it up on camera in a previous season that she was the only one that showed up to the funeral. Now, let me ask you guys, was it genuine? I mean, no cameras were there. So, was it a genuine gesture, or was Charisse trying to make her way and get back good with the group? What do you think?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel weird about saying somebody coming to a loved one's funeral is disingenuous, and I heard it was a 4-hour car ride. So
yeah, that's kind of
no cameras there, but the fact that you keep throwing it up in, well, I was the only friend that was there. Maybe she didn't want her friends there. I don't know. And I never heard of being invited to a funeral. I've never heard of such. I thought you put it in the paper, the people come, they show up, they don't. I thought that that's how that worked. I didn't know that. I don't know. It just felt weird. It felt weird. And I don't know. And then also too, I I don't like how she kept throwing it in her face. Like, what are you getting to with it? With it, like, why you keep saying it? Why are you mentioning it? What's going on there? I feel like there's something going on there. So yeah,
A part of me,
calculation.
I don't know, a part of me wants to believe that it was genuine.
Me too.
But you just never know. You never know. I don't know. What do y'all think in the comment section?
She said no one sends invitations to a funeral. I did. I was confused.
I mean, some people do send invitation to a funeral now.
Oh, okay.
People do,
Okay.
but because not everybody always post it on social media. So I feel like people, especially older people who aren't with the social media stuff, I see people sending invitations like via text or something like that, like, or send the flyer. But I also know that people, just show up to pay their respects as well. So
Right. Right.
see I see both sides when it comes to that.
Yeah. And
Um,
if we don't, I don't know. It's like a fine line about how if you don't think that we're close like that, but you losing a parent, that is a that is an event that I would like to show up for support for somebody. I
yeah,
don't know. I don't really care how deep our friendship goes. If I
exactly.
know you and
Care.
yeah, like your parent, your grandparent, like a brother, sister, a child, I kind of feel like I should, be there. You know what I'm saying? So it's weird to me. So I
To
don't know.
me, it's like even if we're not the closest anymore, at one point we were close. So I'm gonna show you respect for. I mean, I see it in different angles. So
Yeah,
y'all might not agree with me, but I can't call it. I want to believe that it's genuine,
me too.
but then her bringing it up is kind of like, oh, why are you bringing it up? So it gets a little
Yeah,
confusing.
but then and the way she framed it as if Karen wasn't there for her. Like I was there for you, but you weren't there for me.
Me,
I think she
my
was saying,
dad.
yeah, and she said, "Well, I couldn't." She said, "Some people," and that's another thing about some people um, don't understand. People don't have it in them. When you don't have the capacity to
Mm,
be there, and people don't understand that that's like a real thing. Like I just didn't have it to give to you, and she
right.
gave her, and so she pulled up the receipt. Did you got the receipt of the text message? And it was like a long paragraph.
Yeah,
And
I'm gonna get to it.
I think she said she only sent her one line. I was
One
like, "Girl,
line.
stop lying, stop lying."
It was a whole paragraph.
It
Oh
was a
shit! Y'all not gonna
whole.
be able to see it because I have the
Oh yeah, it is. Yep, it's a
damn
whole thing. Yeah. And it was a lovely, it wasn't real dry.
lovely message.
Yes. It was no shade in there at all. It felt genuine to me. And if that's all I could give you, then that's should be okay. And people have to let those things be okay with people because sometimes people don't have the capacity to give it. Oh,
Mm-hmm. Yep. So let's see. Back to my notes.
prepaid clue.
So at some point in her confessional, Sharice said that Karen went to rehab for drinking and that her friends came and broke her out. And I was like, what kind of story is this? And where is this coming from? I don't feel like Karen has a drinking problem. Like, I don't I don't think so.
Mm-mm.
All these years, she's only cut loose a couple times. So I feel like
Right.
I don't feel like she has no drinking problem, but I mean, I'm not in her life every day, so
Right.
who's to really say? I could be dead wrong, but I could be right. I don't
Yeah. I don't think so
live
either.
with her. I don't live with her, so I don't know, but I don't know about that story. Especially now that like we see that she lied about the one line sorry for your loss thing. Now that we see that she was
Yeah,
wrong about
yeah,
that,
you don't got no credibility,
we
girl.
have no credibility now. So it's hard to believe anything that comes out your mouth.
Right.
So it is really something else. Um So Jacqueline and Mia end up having a conversation. It does not go well. Jacqueline is upset about the accusations that Mia was claiming that she likes to sleep with married men or whatever. And Mia is like, "What did I say that was a lie?" So Mia tells Jacqueline to just own it. You know what I mean? Just own it. um, Mia gets up and walks away, says that Mia, I mean, Jacqueline gets up and walks away and says that Mia sold her soul to the devil and she's a biatch. And I am like, Mia, why are you doing that? Like, if she did sleep with a married man, why are you putting her on blast on national television? That
Right.
is not what a best friend does. Like, that is not okay. Like, in any way, shape, or form, that is not okay.
Right.
So even though it's dead wrong, if it's true, it's dead wrong. But you don't put it on blast like that. Like
Right.
I
Right.
don't, I don't agree with that. So
Right. And Mia, she seemed like she's doing anything. Anything. She gives me Marlo Hampton tease. She's
mm,
just throwing anything out there. And I think she wanted Jacqueline to play along. I think she wants that to happen, but at some point,
mm,
when it starts to question your character and you be sitting up there looking crazy, you be like, girl, no. So then she didn't know how, maybe she didn't know how far Mia was gonna go. She was like, I guess here's the line. We just crossed the line. So all
mm,
right. I guess
mm.
we're not playing along anymore.
I guess we're not,
Oh
baby.
yeah, that's another thing. You remember that conversation Robin and Gizzard was kept on. So Karen, what are you saying? Are you good or are you not good? She didn't talk about your mother. Like the stuff that they do, I just be like, y'all, y'all ain't got nothing else better to do. That whole situation,
Yeah,
it was just wrong. It was just wrong. It's like they I don't know. I don't like him. Robin and Gizzard are the worst. The worst.
yep.
And Wendy's faces, she couldn't believe what she was hearing. She was making all the faces.
Oh my gosh,
Oh, it's too
so
funny.
funny. So at lunch, okay, so at lunch, this is after they do that water activity or whatever. So at lunch, Karen gets the shit started. So she asks Ashley and Candace if they're good. So Ashley says, she brought Deborah, to the comedy show, or whatever, because she thought Candace would want to know. She didn't have any ill intentions on doing such. She just thought Candace would want to know this information because that's how she rolls. She would want to know. So Candace says to Ashley, like, look, you and Michael's relationship was basically like toxic and filled with trust issues. So my hope for you is that when in your next relationship, you won't have to worry what the next B is talking about, talking to your man because you're going to be able to trust your man, basically. You know what I mean? All this investigation and bringing the girl here, that's something that's very Ashley. That's what Ashley would do. That's not what Candace would do. So I'm glad Candace checked her and let her know, like, woman to woman, I'm not worried about my man, baby, because I trust my man.
Yes.
I trust my man, honey.
Yeah, you're not coming to me like in a Shirley moment, girl. No.
Ain't no Shirley. Wait, how did it go?
I can't remember.
Hi, this is Shirley. Yeah, I just want to talk to you, woman to woman. Something like that.
Right. The
So
nice
Ashley,
nasty of it all. It was
nice,
it was such a clean read.
very classy,
Yes, yes, yes.
very.
I tip Let me tip my hat to Miss Kim. Yes,
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 a
yes,
classy read. Yes, ma'am.
yes.
Here for it.
Um, oh my gosh. So Ashley admits that she approaches situations differently and she apologizes. She also admits that she may still be harboring resentment towards Candace for how she treated her when she had a miscarriage. Now, I will say this. Candace seasons ago was dead wrong for making fun of Ashley, for doubting Ashley. I think that was atrocious. You don't do that to another woman. You don't you're not in her uterus. You don't know what happened. You can't assume she's lying about having a miscarriage. I think that is one thing that Candace has been dead wrong about, and she really, really, really owes Ashley an apology for.
Mm.
And y'all know I don't go up for Ashley, but right is wrong, and that was dead wrong what she did a few years ago. Um, so like Ashley said, she's holding some resentment. So I'm glad she was able to admit that.
Right.
And so hopefully they can have a clean start. I don't know how long that will last. I can definitely see them going at it at the reunion, which they taped today, I think, yesterday or today. Between yesterday or today, they taped the reunion, you guys. So it's coming soon.
Have you seen any looks? Have they released
They
any?
haven't dropped any looks yet.
Okay.
Not yet. Not yet with the looks. But they just taped it. So we shall see. Okay, so this is where we get to the part. So Charisse, in her confessional, says that when her dad died, Karen only sent her a one-line message. Karen took to social media, however, the same night the show aired, and showed proof that that was a lie and that she indeed sent Charisse a very heartfelt message, a long paragraph actually. So, like I said, Sharice's credibility is kind of womp, womp, womp because you lied about that. Like, your memory sucks then. Like, your memory really sucks. Like, I, I don't know what else to say.
How many more episodes you think we got?
2 or 3, maybe 3. I think that's my guess. Maybe 3 more, and that's it.
Okay.
What happened next? So the ladies, go ahead.
This is episode 14. So yeah, probably.
Yep. Probably like 3 more. So the ladies head to dinner. And at dinner, Robin gets asked about her wedding.
Dun 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 dun.
Womp, womp, womp. She says she doesn't want a traditional wedding and that she is just going to get married the day after her brother's wedding in Jamaica. Cheap and tacky. That's what I wrote. Cheap,
tacky,
and tacky.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you're trying to save money,
that's exactly what it is.
I guess that makes sense. If you already gonna be in Jamaica, why not incorporate that as well in the trip? But like she said, she's not gonna tell anybody. She won't tell her brother, so she won't rain on his parade or whatever. But I just feel like you're just being cheap. But
and I don't even understand the purpose if the family gonna be there anyway.
She's so that's just so.
It doesn't make any sense to me. Just try to be cheap.
I just
Child. For all that, y'all might as well just go to the justice of the peace.
For all of that, you might as well.
Does that make any sense? And none of y'all are invited. I'd have been like, she need to be demoted for that.
And none of y'all are. No one's invited. I mean, not even your damn parents. Like,
right?
Oh shit. Oh, Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to do two things at once. It's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to wait. Um, yeah. So I think it was cheap and tacky, and I just don't get the not wanting your parents there. I don't understand that aspect of it. Like, why not have your parents there? They're your freaking parents. Like,
Right.
what's wrong with you? At least give them that moment. Like, just
Yeah.
I'm over the wedding stupid shit. So Giselle chimes in now, right? This is Giselle's little moment that she has. And she feels like what happened the night before was just not okay. And Sharice's character got assassinated. And if anyone is the queen of Potomac, it would be Sharice because she has the connections and she knows the people and she brought this group together. So she is the true queen of Potomac. Now, cheers to the girls' weekend. Let me stop. That's a Nene Leaks reference. If y'all know, y'all know. But anyway, what did you think about what did you think about that?
Child, sit down. Just sit down. School back. Eat your food. I'm just like, no, I'm not here for nothing they say. None of that made any sense at all. And I don't even understand what the big deal is. Like, y'all, what
To
is
be
this
the queen of Potomac.
No, darling. I mean, now, don't get me wrong. I heard that she was at Beyonce's party. She got invited to something that was
What?
in DC or something. She is invited. She's well connected.
It is.
She could be the queen of Potomac, but not this show. Not this show. But you can be the queen of Potomac.
Yeah,
Yes.
Potomac.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, right. It does sound stupid. It sounds childish. It sounds like, I don't know. It just sounds weird. Like, what are we doing here? I mean, do we get a prize? I mean, I don't care what you call me. You better call me by my name, but
we get like bragging rights.
Like, with a prize. Then okay.
We get bragging rights. Like, what's the deal?
What's the dealio? No, she is not. She is not made for TV. You know, she's just like very. I don't know what I did.
Oh, Simba, why'd you bite me?
Zsa go boy.
Y'all come and get this.
With her.
Y'all come and get this cat because I'm over him. Who wants a cat?
But who was saying she's not connected? Right. I don't think
I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, that's not what. But yeah, I just don't understand. Because I mean, even when she was like when she was demoted and when she was off the season, you still saw her at all the parties. She was there. Yeah. She wasn't mic'd up, but she was there. You always would see Sharice.
Yep.
Yeah, she definitely worked out everybody else's business. You know what? I was talking to somebody and they said that they didn't hear about that scandal about Juan. That they're not like in the sports world, they're not talking about that. I'm like,
who's they not talking about it?
Just somebody that watched sports. It was a guy, and they was like, "What are you talking about? What scandal with Juan?" And I had told them the whole situation. They was like, "Why ain't they reporting on that?"
That's so weird.
Yeah, that's weird. I said, "Oh, I thought that you would have known about that," but
right.
I didn't know. I'm like, I know the reality TV world knows.
Exactly.
Oh my God, girl, that wig was awful. At least her eyelashes look better, but God damn that wig, girl. Sometimes you just gotta throw a little hat on.
Sorry, y'all. I was ordering something on the phone, so I was distracted. Yeah, Sharice, her style is, and I'm not a fashionista. Lord knows I am not a fashionista, but damn, she be coming on looking all motherly and matrony and just
right.
Gives old hag type of vibes. Like, I don't even know what else to call it or what to name it.
Right.
She just gives like old lady between her wardrobe, her hair. She just gives old lady. She like ages herself.
Right.
She
right.
really ages herself with her wardrobe.
Yeah.
Anyway, where was I at now? Okay. So Karen is like tells Giselle, like, please just stop. Like, I don't want to have this conversation. I'm over this shit. Robin says the behavior last night was contradictory to the person that Karen tries to be. Karen says, don't bring that up. Don't bring up my mom. I'm not bringing up your mom. Well, you're talking about her funeral. You know what I mean? Grief and all that. So that's talking about my mom, I guess, in Karen's terms. Sharice says that she worked hard to put this group together. Karen says she wasn't on the list. She jokes and says, I wasn't on the list. And Sharice says she didn't know her. And Karen says, well, thank God. She said something like that to her slick self. And then Sharice said, you should thank God because you sat at my table and someone thought that you were my friend. Okay, again, with the, we get it, Sharice. You got the connections. You are the HBIC in Potomac. We get it. We get it. We get it. We get it. She has to feel important.
Right.
That's how I see it. She has to feel important because she doesn't. And I think Sharice, she was on for the first 2 seasons, right? The first 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then season 3 was when she dipped. Right. So Karen apologizes to the group for the behavior. You have any thoughts on what I just said about that segment?
I agree.
Okay.
We get it and we don't care.
Yeah, I'm confused. Oh, thank you for coming through, boo. Appreciate you.
Yeah. That too.
Cat. This doggone cat is getting on my nerves. So Karen apologizes to the group for her behavior. Okay. So Candace speaks up at this point and says that she's triggered because basically what Robin is saying to Karen about Sharice is the same thing that Mia did to Wendy as far as trying to like ice her out or ignore her or what have you, which it kind of is.
Yeah.
So Wendy and Mia now, Wendy and Mia go back and forth. Mia accused Wendy of calling her husband gay, which I don't think she did. She said, y'all like to sleep with men and women. That's just, sorry.
Own it.
Own it, baby. Own it. Shout out to Lisa Rinna. Own it. Own it. Own it. Oh my gosh. What happened? I'm tired now. What the hell happened? So they mentioned Peter and how he was upset that Mia slept with his girlfriend. She said, well, technically, I slept with her first. So, So everybody got a little kiki out of that moment. And then what else? Wendy said Mia showed her true colors when she threw the drink on her. They go back and forth. I think that's really, what else happened? Help me. No, I'm over him. I'm ready to give him up. I'm over you. I'm over you. I need a break from him. Oh shit. Sorry. What else happened? Do you remember anything that they said? Like they went back and forth for a little bit. And oh my God. Sorry, y'all.
I think the gist of what I got from it was I thought that the whole thing came up again about the apology with the fight.
Yeah, like not getting an apology. And then it was like she's like, well, I'm sorry for throwing the drink. Now what?
Right.
It was like, bitch, what?
Not cat abuse.
Cat abuse? No, I'm getting abused. He abuses me. Y'all have it the other way around. I get abused by this cat. Okay.
Yeah, and she threw out that fake apology. And
Yep.
I'd have been like, I'd have threw it back to her and say, you can keep that shit. Keep it.
Keep it, baby. Keep it. Keep it
Keep
where
it. Because she ain't mean it.
I think Wendy was like, do that shit again and you'll find out. Or some she said something and me was like, oh, are you threatening? It's not a threat, it's a promise. I was like, oh, it's getting real out here. It's getting real.
Yeah.
And I think that was it, you guys.
Was that it? That was
That
it.
was it. I think
They get too big for me.
they get to what?
Big. The
The
cats.
cats.
Yeah.
Not
They're so cute when they're small, but then they just get too big.
too big. Simba, you have something in your eye.
I think people think I'm crazy because I like the skinless ones.
Ew, you like those? Oh my god, no.
I like the little.
They are so scary. OMG, those are so scary looking. Are you kidding me?
Now I don't want one, but I do like them though. I don't know why. I think
Mm-mm.
it's for me. Austin Powers, is that where I used to see it? Yeah, Austin Powers.
Here, right? Oh, wrinkle looking ass cats. Oh, old ass, wrinkly looking old. Ugh.
Yeah, I'm a dog lover
I'm
too.
a dog lover. I'm a dog lover too, to be honest.
The hairless cats are creepy. They are. I think all cats are creepy though. I don't know why. I just, I don't know. I like something a little different. Yep, y'all. So what do y'all rate this crazy episode of Real Housewives of Potomac?
I'm gonna give it because it was entertaining. I might give it an 8. Yep.
Okay. I think I'm gonna give it an 8.5 just for that read for Candace snatching Ashley
Forehead.
edges. Her edges was snatched with that clean, classy read. Child,
Oh yes.
I'm gonna bump it up a half a point.
Sisters in the kitchen say 8-ish. Not 8-ish. I give it an 8, y'all. I give it an 8. I give it an 8, y'all. I give it an 8.
Okay. And we all look like we all on the same page almost. We got some sevens
Yeah.
in the house, got some sevens. That
Got
ain't
some,
bad.
we got a few 8s. Okay, okay. Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching.
Have fun.
Um, once again, please like this video. Go ahead and like it right now. It is an easy and free way to help support my channel. And make sure you have your notification bells turned on. That way you will get notified whenever I drop new content.
Yes.
Okay.
And heads up, you guys, we're going to go earlier next week. We're going to try to start doing this on Tuesday nights. Y'all let me know how that sound to you.
Yeah.
Let us know. And hopefully it'll be even better because it'll be fresher. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
hopefully. But we
Yep.
appreciate y'all rocking
We're
with
gonna
us.
try to do it Tuesdays, y'all, next week. So we're gonna see how this works.
Yes. Hopefully you guys will like it. Because yes, while it's fresh,
While it's more fresh on our brain and
because I had to rewatch it today.
yeah. So whoo child.
Okay. Me too, girl. I'm going over the
What's that? What's that?
Oh, that's Bondi and Niecy and
Oh,
Jamie. That's me.
the ladies first thing.
Ladies first panel.
Okay.
Okay, Miss Greta, I'll see you over there, hon.
Let me check it out. All right, y'all. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. And until next time, we will see you later. Bye.